What's going on, it's the RapNerd, and I just got out of seeing David F. Sandberg's latest horror film called Until Dawn. Now, this movie is an adaptation of a very popular video game, and I'm going to start there for the folks who don't know, and if you do know, you know what it is. So the story follows a group of young adults who have been on a road trip to find one of the characters' missing sisters, and while following clues, they're brought to this eerie-looking house. And when they arrive to this house, they realize they're trapped in an endless loop of being killed by all type of things from your horror imagination, but they can leave if they last until dawn. So I'm going to start with, I do not know anything about the game. I have never played, so my review is just based on what the movie gave me and how I received that. But when I saw the trailer, I was extremely hyped. For one, David going back to his horror roots. I've been wanting him to do that for a long time, and I'm glad he's done with DC films. So that already excited me, but the trailer itself looked very, very interesting, intriguing, and unique as well. It almost felt like it was gonna be this haunted house style horror film where you get many different types of horrors, from slashers to giant creatures, spirit, blah, 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 blah. And that excited me. And honestly, I love this film because it gave me exactly what I thought it was going to be. I feel like for a creative like David, who is heavily immersed in the world of horror, and that's where he started from, this just gave him all types of things to play with, and boy did he not waste anything. All of the creature designs work. This movie is traditionally scary. It's a popcorn flick, so it has a lot of jump scares, a lot of horrific imagery, plenty of kills, as you can imagine. And for the most part, everything is practical, so this movie just rang off on all bells for me, and I found myself loving every moment of this film. The trailer seems to give you a lot of what's going on and what to expect in the film, but I can tell you right now, there are way more things in here than what was shown in the trailer, and that was also a plus. So I do watch reviews, and I'll also see things online when it comes to films, you know, people's thoughts and ideas about it. And I'm never gonna say anybody is wrong, but I'm just kind of scratching my head sometimes because I saw that the complaints about this film are that the characters are weak and one-dimensional, the dialogue is hammy and goofy, the characters do dumb things, they say dumb things, but I'm like, this is that type of movie that characters do that. Now, of course, if you're a fan of the game and that's not part of the game, then hey, cool beans, I get it. I ain't knocking that because I've not played the game and I'm not basing it on anything like that. But for me personally, all of the characters, the motivations, and all of the things that they were talking about just reminded me of something that you would see in a Friday the 13th movie. There are no characters in any of those movies who are pleasant to be around. They're all pretty annoying. They all do dumb things. Of course, you have a few, or like one, like the final girl, who is everything but that in each movie, but for the most part the entire cast is exactly how the characters were in this film. And being somebody who loves that kind of campy slasher, which this film definitely gave me the vibes of, I enjoyed it and it didn't annoy me like that. So I wanted to just put that out there for the folks who are like me, because this gave me campy slasher-esque horror film that is not gonna, you know, do anything to dive deeper. I wasn't really expecting that from this movie, and for what it was going for, it provided the hell out of that. The other thing I do like too is that this movie kicks off and gets the ball rolling rather quickly. And within like the first 10 minutes, you're already where you need to be. You know why they're there. And to me, the star of this show is the horror more so than trying to get to know the characters, even though the storyline is driven off of them looking for somebody. It's like that's just there to get you where you want to go. You know what I mean? I feel like the whole setup here is to see what kind of creatures and nightmares can be cranked out and be realized. And man, did David smash it out the park. The sound design is great. It plays for a lot of different scares, from footsteps being heavy to bumps in the night to whispers in the air. It all just feels like a haunted house with many different rooms for you to step in and get scared by. And this is for sure a crowd-pleasing popcorn flick. This is yet another one that I put in that bucket of when Halloween rolls around, I invite some friends over and we watch this just to get a lot of reaction out of people. This is one of those movies perfect for that. And it's also a great looking film. The cinematography here is beautifully done. The way things are framed and blocked, it all works. And again, the practical makeup is vicious. This is, again, a horror mashup of just so many different genres, from slasher to paranormal to cryptids to zombie-like things to even found footage. There's just a lot of stuff in this film, and it is a nod to horror in general, and for that, I had a fantastic time watching this. This is an instant pickup on physical media, hoping for a steelbook because I will be watching this movie again. So if you have seen Until Dawn, let me know in the comments what you thought about this film. What is your favorite scene? Mine 100% was the found footage part. I thought that was a really, really cool segment. And of course, if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, thank you. Until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.